Hey, welcome back to the show. This is Shaun Spins, and I'm your host, Shaun, and this is episode 11. I hope everyone's well and safe, and I sure hope that there's no one still standing in line from Record Store Day from a couple days ago. That would be something. Now serving customer 243. Yeah, do you still have... Sold out of that, sorry, about 100-something people ago. Oh, man. What are we doing today? No, I did not get the new DG's record. Was not interested. Not to say that I'm not interested in disco. A couple years ago at Record Store Day, I did get the Bee Gees' Faith No More split single for I Started a Joke. I started a joke. You know, a lot of the Bee Gees and disco music for me comes from the music my mother listened to, so it holds a special place for me. I have some other things in disco too, such as Kiss Dynasty. Record was just about given to me at a record store. The person that owned the store did not want it. I have other things in disco too, but not something I'm really into. And this DG's thing, no. If I'm going to listen to something in disco, I'd rather listen to the original group that made it. And you know, disco, some people will say, was music mass-produced by like record executive and like almost like what a computer said, what people would like. So not the biggest thing I'm into. So instead of the DGs, did not get it. I did get one album at Record Store Day, but it wasn't that. We're going to do a different album today. We're going to do Sunny Day Real Estate Diary. This is one of my favorite albums, and the interesting thing about this album, when the band broke up after this album, two of the members became part of the Foo Fighters during the tour for the first album. And I believe that Sunny Day Real Estate is better than the Foo Fighters. Now you might be saying, Shaun, I don't think so. Prove it. Yeah, okay, I will. Let's start the show. I tell you, this DG's record from the Foo Fighters, unreal prices right now on eBay. And he's got bids on some of this stuff too. Over $100. Unreal. You know, not to say I don't like the Foo Fighters, yet I feel that Sunny Day Real Estate is the better band. Now, the first Foo Fighters record I spoke about before that, I got it like right when it came out. It was on CD, and I remember I went to a store and I said, do you have the Foo Fighters? And they said, who? All I knew was something new that Dave Grohl was doing. And I didn't know at the time that it was Dave by himself. When things started coming out with the band, images and things like that, and there was a concert on MTV that I used to have a VHS copy that I made. Well, Pat Smear was in it, who I knew from Nirvana, and later on in my life, I really was into the Germs. And then there was two other people, and I didn't know at the time where Nate and William were from, but I learned shortly after. So I was working in a photo studio photo lab after high school, and one of the people I worked with introduced me to Sunny Day Real Estate. We would listen to music in the darkroom. Okay, that looks somewhat right. And sometimes in the store itself, but mostly in the store, the owner would listen to like easy listening. That kind of looks like the store. Anyways, one of the bands brought in was Guided by Voices, which I really wasn't into, and Sunny Day Real Estate, I really got into. Let me borrow the CD. And I eventually went out and got my own copy of the CD. You gotta love that the back of the CD has no track listings on it. You know, none of that. Do you know if this one has such and such? I don't know. There's nothing, no tracks listed, nothing. It's unbelievable album. And the artwork in it, too, is unbelievable. So then that's when I found where Nate and William came from. But the band already broke up. And even inside of it, it says Sunny Day Real Estate was, so the band is done. So the album comes out, they're already broken up. And it's on Sub Pop too. Now, I knew Sub Pop from other bands I was into, such as Mudhoney, Tad, and Nirvana, and Soundgarden, and so on and so on and so on. This album is unbelievable. Now, as I said, the first Foo Fighter album does not have Pat, William, and Nate on it. It's all Dave. And then one other person plays guitar on it for one track, I remember. Now, the second Foo Fighter album was supposed to be the entire band. And William did play drums on it, yet the parts were taken away mostly, except for like 2 tracks, and Dave replaced them. And he's out of the band, like he left. And then the third album, Pat's no longer in the band. And that's about the time I stopped buying Foo Fighter albums. And one of the reasons was I saw them on that tour around 99, 2000, 2001. And they had just got a second guitar player. Pat's not in the band again yet. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever saw in my life. They were playing with the Chili Peppers. Now, I saw the Foo Fighters documentary a couple years ago, and they actually mentioned that tour and how bad it was for them. And I believe they blame it on their drinking. It was bad. So I didn't buy a lot of Foo Fighters albums after that. And the last one I got was, I believe it's called Wasting Light, and that album I enjoyed. Around 2011, and Pat's back in the band. But going back to the Sunny Day Real Estate, and I said, it's the CD. It's just amazing in so many ways. The artwork, like I said, no track listings. The CD booklet, too, the artwork in here is unreal. Now, some of it is based on that child's toy we grew up with. Some of it is not. And you got the lyrics on one side, and you got the artwork on the other. Unbelievable. Let's get into Sunny Day Real Estate a little bit. Well, here we have Sunny Day Real Estate on the old television, pre-Foo Fighters. Now, Sunny Day Real Estate was Dan on guitar, Jeremy on guitar singing, Nate on bass, and William on drums. Amazing band. And, I like the Foo Fighters, and I told you I got the first album right away, and the other ones too, I got right away, those first 3. But the minute I heard Sunny Day Real Estate back in, I'm going to say 96, 97, it just amazed me. Very powerful band. The guitar playing is amazing. Now, I'm comparing them to the Foo Fighters because half the band became the Foo Fighters when Sunny Day Real Estate broke up. So the guitar playing on Sunny Day Real Estate, I feel, is a lot better than the Foo Fighters. The songwriting is a lot more emotional based, which I hear the term emo come up with Sunny Day Real Estate. I think of them more as just a rock band. Even Fugazi, I think of them as a punk rock band, not just emo. I'll tell you, William is an amazing drummer. And it's a real shame that we did not get to hear a lot of William's drummings with the Foo Fighters. Other than some of the live stuff they did for the first album, and I have that one tape I made, and they were on Saturday Night Live. He didn't appear on the first album, and the second album is like 2 tracks. His drumming is amazing. The difference between the Foo Fighters and Sunny Day Real Estate to me is just, I feel the songwriting is a lot better with Sunny Day Real Estate. It's a lot more emotions, a lot more power in the singing and in the playing. It's just better stuff. And I wish more people would know Sunny Day Real Estate as much as they know the Foo Fighters. Now you might be saying, Shaun, how much do you like this album? Not only do I have the CD, we got it on cassette. And the cassette I got, 5, 6 years ago, comes on red. This is during the time when Sub Pop started making tapes again. And the shame about the cassette, it doesn't really have a lot of the art, just that little story about Sunny Day Real Estate. But let's get to the record. Now, the record I got, I'm going to say about 10 years ago. And I got it in Baltimore at this big record shop. I think it's called Soundgarden. Really cool place. Now, the biggest difference with the vinyl for me when it comes to artwork is the artwork on the vinyl is a little brighter. And funny enough, the tracks are listed on this, and it came with some extra tracks. It is a gatefold, and it does have a booklet with the art in it, but it does the same thing the Blind Melon record did. A lot of the artwork is just the square format of the CD, and I wish they would have made it per page. The booklet tells a little bit more about the album too. It has like information in there that people wrote, like the band members. It is on red vinyl. It's 2 record set because you have a couple extra tracks. And it's just amazing. You could still get this album. It's not super rare. I recommend it. This album, if they sold it on 8-track, I would go out and buy it on 8-track if they had it. If they had it quadraphonic and reel-to-reel, I'd get myself a copy of it. I just find it to be amazing. And I wish the band would have stayed together. And as I said, I like the Foo Fighters, yet I feel this band is better in songwriting and playing. And I know some people might be saying, well, wait a minute. Now, Dave Grohl plays drums on some of the Foo Fighters. I understand. I like Williams drumming on Sunny Day Real Estate a lot. A very powerful drummer. The vocal delivery from Jeremy is super emotional. It's unbelievable. I feel as though they should have been as big as the Foo Fighters. People should have been lining up at Record Store Day for Sunny Day Real Estate. I actually have a Sunny Day Real Estate 7-inch they did 10 years ago for Record Store Day. And that was cool to get. Unbelievable band. The difference between this album too with the Foo Fighters' first album is just the complexity of Sunny Day Real Estate. That first Foo Fighters record is a real simple record. And I know some people might say, well, it's similar to Nirvana. Kurt had similar things too when it came to songwriting and structures of songs and stuff like that too. I agree, but Sunny Day Real Estate, oh man, that's some good stuff there. I recommend it. I really do feel that they're the better band of the two. I guess that's it for this week. If you get a chance, give them a listen. I think you might go, they're pretty good. Where have they been all my life? Till next time, I hope everyone's safe and stay well and be nice to each other. Give Sunny Day Real Estate's album Diary a listen. Let me know in the chat which band you prefer.